Hi friends, welcome to Motivational Quotes channel. Today I am going to explain Che Guevara Inspirational Quotes. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. I am not a liberator. Liberators do not exist. The people liberate themselves. The true revolutionary is guided by a great feeling of love. At the risk of seeming ridiculous, let me say that the true revolutionary is guided by feelings of love. The revolution is not a dinner party, or writing an essay, or painting a picture, or doing embroidery. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. The revolution is not a trail of roses, it is a struggle to the death between the future and the past. The duty of a revolutionary is to make revolution. Be realistic, demand the impossible. The revolution is not a line of people waiting to get water from a spring. Wherever death may surprise us, let it be welcome if our battle cry has reached even one receptive ear and another hand reaches out to take up our arms. Let the world change you and you can change the world. I don't care if I fall as long as someone else picks up my gun and keeps on shooting. The guerrilla fighter needs full help from the people of the area. This is an indispensable factor. The oppressed will always believe in miracles. A revolutionary has no hobbies. The revolution is not a goal in itself. The revolution is a means to an end, the creation of a society in which people are free to develop their full potential. We cannot be indifferent to the destinies of other human beings. The first duty of a man is to think for himself. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. We have no right to believe that freedom can be won without struggle. The greatest risk in life is to risk nothing. Hate is an element of struggle. Relentless hatred is the central element of a fanatic struggle. The true revolutionary is motivated by great feelings of love. We cannot be content to live in a society where people are oppressed. The duty of a revolutionary is to make revolution. The revolution is a dictatorship of the exploited against the exploiters. To send men to the firing squad, judicial proof is unnecessary. These procedures are an archaic bourgeois detail. The revolution is not a treaty of coexistence between classes, but an armed struggle until the working class destroys the ruling class. If you tremble with indignation at every injustice, then you are a comrade of mine. I know you are here to kill me. Shoot, coward, you are only going to kill a man. Let me say, at the risk of seeming ridiculous, that the true revolutionary is guided by feelings of love. A leader does not deserve the name if he does not have the capacity for sacrifice and for sacrifice the capacity for love. The revolution is not something fixed in ideology, nor is it something fashioned to a particular decade. It is a perpetual process embedded in the human spirit. The revolution is a dawn that begins with the first light and continues until full daybreak. In every revolution, there is one man with a vision. In order to be irreplaceable, one must always be different. I will always be faithful to the people, to their struggle, and to the causes for which I have dedicated my life. A man who has convictions is a man who risks his life. The revolution is a struggle to the death between the future and the past. I have no nostalgia for my youth, but sometimes I have a nostalgia for my dreams of youth. The bicycle is the most civilized conveyance known to man. Other forms of transport grow daily more nightmarish. Only the bicycle remains pure in heart. I am not a political figure, I am a man of action. The people must defend their revolution against both the internal and the external enemy. I'm the type of person who would rather die on my feet than live on my knees. A good teacher, like a good entertainer, first must hold his audience's attention, then he can teach his lesson. We cannot be sure of having something to live for unless we are willing to die for it. The revolution is not an end in itself, but rather a means to achieve the liberation of humanity. The nation will be socialist and will be democratic, and its spirit will be that of Che. The most important thing is to never stop questioning. I have a feeling that my mission in life is to bring light where there is darkness. In every man there is a spark of revolution. It is not enough to understand the world, you must change it. The only thing that transforms the world is the transference of consciousness. The revolution is not a one-time event, it is an endless process. The greatest achievement of the human spirit is to live up to one's opportunities and make the most of one's resources. The revolution is not an apple that falls when it is ripe. You have to make it fall. The guerrilla fighter is a social reformer, using the only means possible to reform a society that is incapable of, or unwilling to, change through peaceful means. I am not afraid of dying. I am afraid of living without having achieved my goal. The greatest reward of a man's work is not what he gets for it, but what he becomes by it. If you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.